Hello and welcome to Offload, a weekly podcast where we just talk about stupid shit. I'm Charlie.
I'm Jared.
I'm Jason.
I'm Tom.
This week's episode, where the fuck is the sun?
Summer loving had me a blast.
Summer loving happened so fast.
I met a girl crazy for me.
Up your asshole.
When the sunshine when she comes.
Shut up, Bill. With it. Right.
We're gonna run with that, yeah? Alright.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Essentially, we're talking about the old Dixie, British summer, and well, just take a look
I
at
beg your pardon. The old what?
The old Dixie.
The fuck's that supposed to
Fuck
be?
is the old Dixie?
It's like a pixie, but it's got a massive penis.
This is porn star name.
Yeah.
I'm still lost. What's this supposed to mean?
What is the old Dixie?
It's a term I just made up, to be honest with you, mate.
Alright, cool.
I was kind of expecting that to like slide under, but
No.
nothing gets past you.
No.
Chris.
I was confused.
Not the old Dixie, anyway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you the old Dixie, fam.
Oh.
That's just gay. So, if you're in Britain, then you know exactly what we're on about. And if you're not, for our
foreign listeners.
for our foreign listeners,
For that one dude in Russia. No, sorry, two guys.
we have no
Well, they got
sun.
it worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have
They
got it worse.
Yeah, but at least they were never promised.
They don't even
summer.
know what the sun is.
At least they've never promised the lie of summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. They haven't had adverts on TV going, it's summertime. And
We're
it's fucking-
supposed to have summer. So,
No, someone comes.
Oh
to
no,
you,
they say it's
"Suck up,
summertime,
bitch."
but it's just a blizzard outside, and they're like, "Oh yeah, summer, bro."
so yeah.
Die hard bus, Yuri.
If you're in Britain, you'll know we never get the fucking sun. Summer, and somehow it rains more in summer than it does in winter.
It will occasionally pop out for about an hour.
Yeah.
And then it'll go, it's too cold out, and then it'll fuck off.
Now, what I hate worse though is like April, where it's like, oh hey, it's fucking raining in the morning, then in the afternoon it's sunny, then in the evening it's cold as shit. Like,
It was snowing for like 2 minutes last week.
Was it?
that was so weird.
Before it started
Yeah. My
hailing.
mum told me.
Oh, yeah.
Before
I
it
was
started hailing, it
asleep.
was snowing, and then it started hailing.
Yeah, in spring, half the time, spring's like got more sun in it than summer. You're like, oh, this is actually quite nice. Yeah, this is a good lead up to summer. And then you wake up and it's fucking slaughtering it down with rain, and you're just like, this is my life now.
I'm going accustomed to it, really.
It is the ye old typical British summertime or weather,
Yeah,
which
very
is
much.
also absolute fucking bollocks. My get this right. My uncle is moving to
Touch
Spain
kids.
to live in Spain, right? And he's moving tomorrow, and he's going. We checked the weather, right? The lowest it's going to be this week. It's raining one day of the week, and the temperature whilst it's raining is 21 degrees.
Yeah, of course.
When it was
Tropical
booming,
rain.
when it was booming out with sun the other day, it was 16 degrees, and we thought it was warm. And it's just like the other ones. The lowest that actually goes that week is 20, and we just sat there like, you fuck off to Spain, and you get like, you go to Spain and you get like 20 degrees as the lowest. Spanish people are like, oh, now fuck this. This is cold. I'm staying inside. And we just started like, fucking hell.
You're right there.
It's 14 degrees outside. Jason's just dying.
Winter is coming, even in summer.
We've missed winter, mate. What?
But no,
No, the highest I've ever been in is like 39 degrees. Because it was in Spain, and apparently it was just over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, so I had to kind of just convert that just then, and it turned out to be about 39 degrees.
There you go.
And that was fucking sweltering. Like, you'd step on the patio and you'd burn
it
your
just
feet.
burns you. Yeah.
Right.
But they get that shit normal, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's casual for them. Like, for us, if we had that in Britain, everyone would be like, what the fuck
That's
is
why.
that?
That's why they sleep in the middle of the day. Like,
Yeah.
nah, fuck this.
Do France get the same weather as us? Because
ever so
Ireland do.
slightly.
It depends.
I know
It depends
that.
on where in France.
Ireland
Like
rains
If
more
it's
than
like
we
on
do.
the
Like,
coast
yeah,
of
I
France towards us, then we'll
Calais
get the same
or
weather.
Lyon or something like that would get like this similar
Southern
kind of weather.
France gets
Southern
fucking
France.
Yeah,
fantastic
like
weather.
yeah,
like
actually,
Italy,
no, that's
yeah.
a good point. I did go to south of France, and it was
Yeah, they get fucking
beautiful.
fantastic weather. But north, like west of France,
But
No, if you
It's
But
shit.
the French are weird, and I don't mean this in a racist way. But I went
fuck you.
I went to a water park, and they
Flashbacks.
made us. We either had to wear speedos or lycra shorts, and the lycra shorts were the exact same as speedos.
Yeah,
So it was like
speedos.
I got something like 8 sizes too big, so at least it went like there, but it was still skin tight
remember,
It's horrible.
This is an
It's
audio.
horrible.
This is
Why
an
did they
audio
make you?
medium.
because they're French.
No, the French, yeah.
'Cause they're-
You have to wear Speedos. You go to like
No,
Kansas or
they
all
just
that,
want
you
they
have to
just
wear
want,
Speedos.
want to see your dick, man.
Or
I
lycra
tell them
shorts.
to fuck off. I'm like, no, I'm wearing fucking normal shorts.
Yeah, but excuse me.
I'm like, excuse us,
Saying that, I nearly drowned at that water park, and the lifeguard
It's 'cause you didn't
was
have your Speedos.
awful.
It's because you suffocated your penis
No,
with the fucking Speedos.
No. I went down this ride, and it was a really like fast tunnel. So you're going like 40 down this tunnel, yeah, and you know you're going fast when you know in the adverts and you see like your cheeks fluttering about. Yeah, I was doing that, and I was like, oh, and then I went into the like it was like a weird toilet thing. So there was a drop, and it was like 2 meters deep. I ain't how I am today. I weren't 6'5" back then, so I just went under. I'm about to drown. In my head, I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna give up.
I'm gonna die in fucking
And then
France.
as I'm about to give up, I feel the rope. So I grab the rope and I pull myself up. And the guard, bald man with a beard, blowing his whistle, and he just goes, "Get out." I was like, I've nearly died, and you're telling me to get out.
You
Like, how
fucking
dare
pussy,
you?
How dare
Yeah.
you?
How dare you die in a pool?
Yeah, you know it's shit when a lifeguard just looks at you drowning. When you come to, it's like, get out.
Yeah.
Get the fuck
Fucking Englishman, fuck
Yeah.
you.
Mon Dieu.
Do you remember that
it's
bloke
horrid.
in, it was in America somewhere, like Los Angeles or like San Francisco, somewhere like that, where there was this dude
That's
that,
two separate sides of America.
I don't know where it was, I can't remember, but basically there was a lifeguard on the beach, and he saved this bloke from drowning, but they actually fired him because they saved it out of his saving zone. So you have like a zone that you could stay in when you're in the beach, but because he saw the bloke drowning and it was just outside of his supposed, his designated zone, they actually fired him for it.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
That's how you lose business.
Yeah, that's what?
yeah.
That's
What
like
is the
saying
logic there?
that's like saying, hey, I've boosted my sales in, let's say 40%. You're fired. Why? You were
That was
doing
my
Hypno.
sales, you cunt.
What?
I don't know.
No, that's
I don't.
exactly how you get fired, by doing
Nah.
a hypno on the job.
No, that's like saying, oh yeah, you just boosted
How-
the
wait, how
sales.
would you-
How are you working?
Hypno is like a date rape drug, It's supposed to make you drowsy. How are you boosting your cells whilst drowsy?
No. You're spiking all the young Arabian princes,
good.
and
Get
you're going.
sacked. Get sacked. You're spiking people's drinks.
You should be going to
No,
fucking jail.
but think about it. Your
No,
business
I
is
have
going
thought about
through
it.
the
I had
roof.
thought about it, and yes, you were getting sacked because if the police find out that under your employ people have been spiking drinks and you've been okay with it and continue to employ them,
But they
your business
don't.
is fucked.
They don't know that. It's their word against mine.
Yes, it's the police's word against yours, and that's going to work out in their favour.
No, it's not.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I'm going to say, listen here, Mr. Policeman, suck my ass, and then I'm going to walk out.
And then you get done for
Yeah.
abusing a police officer.
Yeah, I
Verbally
know.
abusing
I
a
actually
policeman.
nearly got arrested once for abusing a police. I didn't even know he was a policeman. I did, like,
So that's all right then.
he came
It's
over,
fine.
and
Should've fucking
I
punched
saw
him
him,
in
and
the
I went,
face.
"Fuck off, you cunt!" And then he was like, "What?" And then he was like, "I'm a policeman." I was like,
Yeah, but is he off duty?
"Yeah."
Well, then he can't arrest you then.
Oh well, then he was a liar.
True.
He was a liar.
Of course he was a liar. If
No,
they're off
true.
duty, they can't
No,
arrest you.
that's the point,
Unless
right?
you see you doing
If
heinous crimes.
No, but if it's like, say, undercover, say they don't have their uniform on, right? And, it's undercover and stuff like that, and you call them a cunt, and then they go, oh yeah, you can't say that you're under arrest for swearing at a police officer. That's entrapment.
Yeah, it
I
is.
swear, because you can't do that. If I called you a cunt randomly, that's not against the law. Do you know what I mean? It's rude, but it's not against the law.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't arrest me
There's
for
certain
that.
things called
So-
freedom of speech.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. If they're in uniform and you go, you're a cunt because you know they're a police officer. But if you have no idea they're a police officer, then they arrest you for swearing at a police officer.
It's
undercover,
unlawful arrest. It's unlawful. You
It's
can't do that.
entrapment. You just can't do
You
it.
can't do it.
I've seen people try it. I've seen like police officers. You see like videos and that, and they actually do that. And it's just like fuck off.
But yeah, whatever,
Yeah, the police are
whatever he
wanker.
told you, he's chatting
He's
shit. 'Cause
bullshit,
if
yeah.
he's off duty or undercover, he cannot arrest you for that.
Saying that, there's one guy at my college, yeah, and he is funny. He is funny, yeah. He will just say stuff straight to people's faces, but they won't do anything because, like, if anyone does anything, you're racist. And then he gets, like, so many people to believe that person is racist that they just back down. And it is brilliant. It is brilliant. We saw the police come into college once. He went, "Fucking pigs." And they were like, "What?" And then he was like, "I didn't say anything." And they were like, "Yeah, you did. You just called us fucking pigs." And they were like, he was like, "No, I didn't." where's your proof? And they were like, we're going to search you. And they were like, what? Because I'm black. And then, can't do anything now. Can't do anything now. Everyone's thinking you're racist, sir. You're going to have to back up, buddy.
That's just a dude being a cunt right there.
He won that
race
though.
card out of like fucking aggravated assault.
Nowhere.
Saying that he could have possibly had something on him. A lot of people at college are supposed.
Are you saying that because he's black?
No, man.
Oh, that's brilliant though. It's just stupid shit like that. That pisses me off though when someone randomly pulls a race card. It's like, oh, is it because you're racist? It's like, what? The fuck are you on about? It's like, oh, because I'm black, innit? It's
That's like, no, because you're a cunt.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you're white, Asian, or black. You're a cunt regardless.
I get told. Well, remember my sixth form days? I was told by many people that I sound quite racist because I would go at people and they happen to be brown or black and stuff like that. And I'm just sat there like, no.
But you are racist.
There's a difference.
I know personally.
I know, but there's a difference. I hate all of them equally. It's not because they're a different race. It's because they're not white and British.
Whoa!
No,
Hello, Tommy Robinson. I've got a protege for you, man. He's a prospect and a half.
You're a pro. Alright, so anyway.
That was fucking with the audience will not understand what just happened there.
Tom just pulled out from
Alright,
a
so
bag
yeah,
a
essentially
bottle of
slimline tonic,
Schweppes bitter lemon
slimline tonic water.
water. So he's a bit of a dirty boy.
So essentially, yeah, he pulled up that.
You're
It's one of the best things to have vodka other than lemonade. You have lemonade or you have slimline tonic water that is lemon flavoured and it's the best shit.
Can I just take a note here? Sorry, can I just take a note here, right? I do believe this was you, right? He says that it's the second best thing to have apart from lemonade. When I first had lemonade and vodka, didn't you question my drink choice of having lemonade with my vodka?
Because everyone was having a beer. Everyone had a beer and you
then
put
he
out
was
a
like-
lemonade
he
and
was
vodka.
like, oh,
It's
you
not-
can't have a lemonade vodka. Why would you have lemonade with vodka? And I went, try this. He's like, actually, that's not too bad.
Yeah, because it's not in the terms of having lemonade with vodka. It's in the terms that everyone else is enjoying a nice pint.
You also got to
And then-
remember, these were the days when we would just fucking get fucked with whiskey and apple juice.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Wait,
great.
What? Whiskey and apple juice? What were you not thinking?
It was bad, but we did it.
It tasted so bad that it got you so fucked.
I know.
And we were
Yeah, of course it would.
we were
It's
in
bloody
the middle-
whiskey.
We were in the middle of playing Monopoly drinking games, so we didn't care what went with what. As long as it got you fucked, it got you fucked.
You know,
Oh,
one,
saying that, have you seen the Game of Thrones Monopoly? I'm gonna buy that. I'm
I
gonna
haven't
buy
seen
that.
that, no.
It looks amazing.
But to be
just
fair,
remember-
there's so
I just
many
remember when we
Monopolies
played
out.
Drinking game.
The
That
North
was just
needs
something
more
you threw
hotels.
up blood. Didn't you?
Yeah, I threw up blood.
From the
You
drinking
threw
game.
up blood.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
This is how
Essentially, alright,
this is
there
how
was
our
four
Monopoly
of us.
game went.
Go.
So, this is how our Monopoly game went. So we got all so drunk, right? There was me, Tom, Jason, and Rav, right? Which was supposed to be the original fourth dude, but he never turned up. Well, he couldn't make it, and then the one episode that he did record with us wasn't aired.
Yeah, no.
But-
well, it
so-
was like 14 minutes.
Yeah, so listeners don't know who he is, but the point is, another dude we was with, we were playing Monopoly, we got absolutely fuck-faced, and at the end of the Monopoly game, this is how we all ended up. Rav was in the doorway, swaying after coming back from being in the kitchen doing shots on his own for some reason. He was, he was just like, oh,
He thought it was a good idea to finish off the sours by himself.
He
in
finished
the
with
kitchen.
sours in the kitchen.
What,
the
apple
fuck?
sours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then he
He took it in. He was like doing shots in the kitchen. I came down from the toilet and I was like, why's Rav drinking in the kitchen alone? They're like, is he? I was like, yeah. He's like, I don't know.
Yeah. So he sat there in the doorway, holding both sides of the door, swaying like a cunt. And he's like, nah, I'm not even drunk, I'm a little bit tipsy. And we're like, yeah, okay, alright man, alright. So he sat there trying to act like he's sober when he's fucked off his face. Tom's just come down the stairs from throwing up and he's just like, yeah, I think I'm done from drinking from now on for a bit. I was like, why is that? He's like, yeah, I just threw up and there was blood in it. So
Yeah,
we
it
all
was,
kind of went, oh shit, so he's just been drinking so much he threw up blood. Jason does what Jason does when he gets drunk. He just kind of
Sinks into the couch.
Sinks into the couch and just stays there, doesn't say a word, so
get
you forget
fucking
he's
comfy.
there. He just kind of goes, whoop. And then you just have me I just get tired when I'm drunk, so I was sat there like dozing off, and then you just have me dozing off. Jason's halfway through the halfway into the sofa. Tom's just distraught that he's watched himself produce blood from his mouth, and Rav's trying to preach to the choir that he's sober.
Oh yeah.
He's like, no, I'm good. There's something wrong with me. It's like, yes, there is, Rav. I can see you. You're well gone past.
To explain the extent of what we were fucking drinking, essentially we were playing the Xbox version, so there was no faffing around with paper or no real time in between turns.
Yeah, if you wanted to take a break to take your shots, there was no break between your shots. You had to deal with the animation, and then you had to take your go instant. We had people that was taking shots, and because we had to take so many shots, like Rav was racking up like 20 shots or something like that, because he was doing badly.
Yeah, Rav was doing so bad at the game, I'm pretty sure he had like 7 shots in a row.
And by the time that he finished doing the shots, it was his turn again, and then he had to continue doing more shots.
More for me.
Essentially the rules were, more or less, you finish your drink every time you pass go.
Yeah.
You take it. I think it's you take a shot every time you landed on
Free parking or
jail,
community
community
chance.
chest.
Yeah. So any like special tiles, you'd take a shot.
Yeah, you take a double shot for doubles, and you take a drink every time that you pay someone else, isn't it?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. And there were some other rules, but it just got fucking hectic.
It got to the point where you just have drink after drink, and it's fucking ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, so that's the day I coughed up blood. Charlie was actually semi-alright with it.
Mm-hmm.
Jason kind of like camouflaged himself in with the sofa.
I did what I do.
Yeah, and then Rav spent his whole time chatting shit like about how I know you're listening, Rav. I know you'll end up listening actually, Rav. So yeah, you chatting shit about how you're going to be sober, but you weren't.
You out.
We're calling you out. Yeah, all right. You're constantly saying, "Oh no, I'm good. Don't worry about it. No, you weren't. You were pissed, and we know you were.
Well, pissed is a slight unjustified.
You
term.
were gone.
were slaughtered.
You were gone. You were past it.
You were half naked in a bush. What were you doing, Rav?
Nah, that's normally. What are you on about? He's grown up with them. He's Indian. He has to be half naked in a bush.
Whoa! What did I just hear?
There goes all of our
The
minority
sweet, soothing
listeners.
tones of the jazz.
Oh,
But
it's
I'm
like-
Peruvian and I'm heavily offended by this.
Nah,
Goodbye.
He's allowed to say this because he does indeed have a brown friend.
Yeah, I have Indian friends.
It's like we're allowed to make black jokes because one of our friends happens to be half black. That's close
I wonder who the
enough.
fuck that
You
is.
say it like I'm not sitting right next
No, but I
to
mean,
you.
just that's our law in general. It's like we're not racist. We have a half. I said that once. I was doing the kitchen job, and we had the electrician there, and he was like, because he was a black dude, and he was like saying shit about like Stormzy and all this lot, and he was like, "Do you listen to Stormzy?" I went, "No, because I'm not black." And
I'll tell you
then
what, the
he was
Stormzy
like,
concert was actually really good
I know,
though.
that's because you're a faggot.
It was really good.
And yeah, so
Really good. He brought out Get.
He went into the bathroom and fingered his butthole.
he fingered
Damn
Rav.
fucking right, I did. Not that one.
You
Oh,
fingered
yeah.
Rav's
I'm
butthole.
just like, no, I'm not black. And then he was like, oh, do you have any black friends? I was like, I'm close enough. I've got one friend that's half black, so
He's semi-black. He's
semi-black.
They call me the fusion, the chocolate vanilla swirl.
No,
The
he's just-
polymerization.
No, he's just a lesser panda.
We call him cunt.
Oh,
Yeah, we do.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
What am I hearing in my earlugs?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, this is racist.
So yeah, that's
Anyway.
racism over.
So anyway, the
This is
summertime.
over. Yeah, summertime. Other countries that experience British level summers probably only the Dutch and the Irish. I can't think of anyone else that's got as shit a summer as us.
Arguably,
No.
the Irish is worse. They rain fuck times more.
Yeah, but when it's sunny in Ireland, it's fucking nice.
True. But I think our rain,
I
what
love
we
Irish
get in
women.
Britain, is the rain that was left over from Ireland. Like how, like when the wind, when the
Job
clouds-
that, you bastards.
Yeah.
when the
Hey,
clouds come over.
It's our drainage.
Deaf to the English.
Oh.
Scotland as well. They're like, let us get out of here, you bastards.
We got
I fucking
second-hand
filled
rain.
up this through my asshole, you cunt.
They says for William Wallace.
We've got the second-hand rain.
We got that shitty. It's not even like the Northerners, like that tribe of people. They have
The subhumans.
yeah.
In the north.
They have like the heavier
Everything
rains.
gets worse when it's not when you go up north.
They have the heavier rains. Down here we have that shitty, thin, annoying rain that just pisses everyone off. It's not even like it's.
It just gets everywhere.
It's where it rains and it's not like it's even
It's rough,
bothered.
it's coarse, and it gets everywhere.
It's not. Yeah, it's not like. It's like it's not even bothered. You know.
Did you see?
Don't you like Slimline Tonic?
Nah,
I love it.
I hate tonic water.
Yeah, no, it does taste like shit,
That
don't
was
It
it?
tastes like
Fucking
it
disgrace.
tastes so good. It's
No,
'cause
it
that's,
doesn't.
That's not enough in there.
I've never thought I'd say
Have a
this.
bit more in there.
I never thought
I don't want that tonic water. No, it tastes like shit.
It tastes so good.
No,
I
it
never
doesn't.
thought I'd say this, but that tonic water makes me think that the vodka was the nice part in that.
Yeah, exactly,
It's so
exactly.
good.
He has
It's
got it
so
down to a
good.
T.
It's so good.
Where's the limit?
Anyway,
I
listeners,
100% agree with Charlie's statement.
Thank you.
It's so good.
It's not, man.
So yeah, the thing you'll notice about our podcast.
Well, we have 7-Up.
Yeah, we do.
Why didn't I see this?
It was by you on the bed. So yeah, the thing that you'll notice more about our podcast now, we did start this thinking, right, we'll reboot this and we will make it, we'll make it genuine, we'll do it
Professional.
properly and professional.
Bad Nation.
fucking
And now it's
professionals.
just kind of turned into an excuse to get pissed because
We'll have a few drinks and chat
every
shit.
single podcast that we have now, apparently, just by default as tradition, that we have Desperados, vodka, and lemonade or Pepsi. So whenever you hear our podcasts from now on, by the end
Please
of it,
envision that we were
Yeah.
drinking heavily throughout.
by the end of it, you will probably be able, if you take note of what we talk about before, like at the beginning of the podcast to the end of the podcast, you'll probably begin to wonder why the fuck do they chat more shit at the end.
But
That's why.
think about this. 8 minutes into the podcast, I already had 2 Desperados. So,
Alright, well, speaking of professionalism, this is our first sponsored episode.
Oh shit,
And
nigga! Ah!
Look how...
Bitches get in places!
I can't believe you said that. I can't believe you said that.
What the fuck?
His reaction. It's just like, oh shit.
Oh shit, dude. I can't believe you do this.
Anyway, this is our first and probably last sponsored episode.
To get shit first.
Spon-
Buy our product!
Sponsored by Durex Y2 Jelly.
Shut up.
Seriously.
Durex
Get-
Y2 jelly.
Get
Y2K!
yeah,
Y2K.
Y2 Jelly is like lube and
Anyway,
use
it's not by
it.
Durex.
No.
It is by Durex.
It's not.
Shut the fuck up.
Anyway, we're not sponsored by a fucking condom.
So-
Alright, Vaseline.
We are, in fact,
We're allowing Jason to do his job here.
Yeah, go on, pal.
thank you. So, yeah, this is our first sponsored episode of Offload. God knows why someone agreed to sponsor us. Well, there you go. Now,
Jason chats more
are
shit
you
than
on
we
the
do.
fucking phone?
No, just continue.
What the fuck, man?
Hi, Mom. I'm okay.
I would like to order a ladyboy, please.
It's an important call.
Then fuck off out
Hello,
there.
hello. Do you want to rub my back, sweet baby?
Continue.
This ad read is going.
Well, they're not even going to pick up.
Who is it?
Oh, hello.
Hello, would you like finger in
Yeah,
butthole?
'cause I was busy.
Professionalism. Do you want to get the fuck out?
Yeah, I'll have that, yeah.
Get out!
Shut the fuck up.
Right, okay.
Tom, what are you doing with butt plug, you dirty boy?
Tom is no longer part of our podcast.
Alright, no,
Yeah,
continue.
we're looking
Who was
for
that?
one.
Who the fuck was that?
My mum. Alright, anyway.
We are looking for one. You must be at least 6'2" and
Fat.
look like Drax the Destroyer. If he went through a tough time
If
with
he got
alcoholism.
destroyed.
Yeah. Alright, anyway. So, Jason, please
This is
continue.
our first sponsored episode.
Last.
And probably last at this rate of Offload. We're sponsored by
Fucking
by
sell out.
yeah, I know, we're such sellouts, man.
Not us, you.
Just let him do the damn thing before we crucify him.
You want an advertisement? Send me
Jesus
nudes. Okay, big boy. That's why he was
Okay,
always in the
so
bath.
We are
Professionalism.
This episode is brought to you by a company named Mospeller. They sell mosquito repellent bracelets using all natural oils. We will have an Amazon affiliate link in the background. No, not the background, in the description.
If I can remember to put it in.
If you forget, I'll put it in afterwards.
Right.
But yeah,
Not on the Facebook as well.
Yeah.
but I've already got the link, so I can just give it to you.
There you go.
But yeah,
My eyes are watering.
shut the fuck up.
Sorry.
So if you lot
If
have
you're
gone
going on
abroad,
holiday anytime soon, oh sorry mate, I interrupted you.
He was just about to say
Oh,
what
no,
you were
no,
gonna
I was
say.
just finishing it off because
Yeah, so sorry. If you're planning on going on holiday anytime soon, I'd suggest check them out. I mean, it's all natural kind of stuff, and they last for about 300 hours, completely waterproof, and you get 15 in the pack for quite a low price. I think it's like 13 quid.
no, it's like less than that. It's like
It's less than £1 a band, which is actually decent.
No, it was like £10 something. £10.
Oh, there you go. Even more savings. They're hidden.
£10.99.
What the
Wait,
fuck?
what
No,
are you
no,
doing?
There's like
Stop.
that's like.
Well,
No.
fuck off,
Don't do
fuck
that.
off. No.
Don't do that. If you do that, I will
Have
slap
you seen
you.
how much that is?
No,
I
fuck
will
off.
slap you,
If
don't you
pour that
dare.
out- no, if you pour that out into a normal thing, don't finish all of it. You can half that, and you can have 2 drinks out of that.
Just
you
take your-
twat.
Yes, you
Right,
bastard.
so stop.
1 minute.
Stop.
Wait, 1 minute.
Stop.
There you go. It's done.
See, look,
You're a fucking
it's
arsehole.
not even a dent in it.
Why do
Anyway,
you kick his
anyway,
ball bag?
The point being, with relations,
This
with,
is
we're
a all right.
talking
1
to-
minute.
Shut up.
This is a
Shut
shambles.
up.
Let's reset.
Shut up.
All right, let's reset. This is a shambles. Jason, do your thing.
Fuck my
It
life.
was your fault. It's a shambles.
Yes, I'm resetting it. So there you go.
Anyway, so as I was saying, it's our first sponsored episode. But by a company named Mospeller, they sell like a mosquito repellent bracelets. They're all natural, made of natural oils, and they last for about 300 hours. Waterproof. So if you plan on going abroad, I'd suggest you check them out. There'll be a link in the description. And we're not actually getting paid for this, but the owner of the company is a friend of mine.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, genuinely not getting paid for this.
Nah.
This show doesn't make any money. Come on.
No, it's just a sink.
Have you seen our Patreon? Please subscribe because we make no money.
We make $4,000 an episode. Don't listen to
$1
that.
if we're
Yeah,
British.
we're in Britain, so
We
you can
make
tell how fucked we
dollarinos.
are.
No,
No,
see,
but
you
YouTube
failed
ad
to-
revenue.
We don't get paid for this, so it's more the fact of considering we're just starting up and we're redoing it again. You got to make friends before you make enemies. So
I think we just made a couple fucking enemies this episode.
yeah, true, to be fair. But you got to make your friends as well. So it is just a shout out to the what was it, Mospeller?
Mospeller, yeah.
Mospeller.
And so
Because-
check them out. They're highest rated on Amazon for this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, are we giving shout outs?
No.
No.
It's a
It's a
It's a
sponsor.
you
I was going to
fucking
say,
spam.
shout out to my Swahili brethren.
No.
Who is in Swahili? Who is your brethren?
in Swahili.
Adewale.
Who is Adewale? Please tell me about his life.
Alright, man. So he was born on a cold winter, 1988.
In Swahili.
Yes, Swahili.
In Swaziland.
Swahili, yeah.
Swaziland. So there's a cold winter there, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then
continue.
Adewale came out of his mother's vagina.
Yeah, I bet he did. That's how you get born.
Well, no, sometimes they poop him
You
out.
get born, bitch.
No, no one shits out a human being.
Oh,
Unless
well,
you've
I
had a
don't
really
know what the
good
fuck
curry.
they are then. They're like hybrids between like and silverback gorilla. Anyway.
Fucking hell!
Right, we're done.
No,
We're done with
actually,
this story.
no. On a
It's
serious
so
note, now, all
great.
jokes aside, have any of you seen the half ape, half human hybrid? It is fucking weird.
I don't
It is
want to.
weird. No, bro. Honestly, I saw it and I was
I
like,
haven't
"What
watched
is this?"
Colin Farrell fight for a while. I mean,
Well, racism aside, yeah. Just to finish up that point, yeah. So we're not making money out of this. It's kind of sponsored with the name, so we'll keep the name. We're affiliated with this guy, and if you're going, say for example, Spain and shit, or
known for its mosquito population.
known for its mosquitoes, but if you're going anywhere that if you hate
If
mosquitoes,
you're going to
and shit,
Tunisia,
Tunisia,
Tunisia is a high mosquito population.
The problem
It's still
is,
it's like Africa, isn't it?
so the problem you get with like spray mosquito repellents and that lot, they don't last a long time and they smell like absolute
They smell like asbestos.
bollocks.
And you
Yeah.
can't
Asbestos.
really breathe around
They
them
smell like piss.
Yeah, and you don't
Like,
want
for
that
real.
on you. You don't
either. I
don't
suggest
want that
getting
on
one
you.
of those bracelets.
So
Have any of you heard about the bees?
what the fuck are you talking about?
No.
The Bee Gees, yeah? I heard about them.
No. I mean the bees, like they're like the number in them is going down hard.
For real?
Hard.
Good, because those cunts annoy me in the so.
Well,
so
When
You know, the world will die if
no,
they die.
We need bumblebees, right?
what
What
he's on about?
Yeah, what?
There's different types of bees.
What is he on about?
There's different types of bees.
There's bees, and then there's wasps, alright? Like, what am I heard?
There's different types of bees.
Oh my god.
Have you not seen that? Have you not seen that? There's a picture, right? There's a... Right. Have you not seen that picture? There's literally a picture on the internet, right? And it says, there's a picture on the internet,
Don't
right?
listen to what you see on the internet, kids.
And it says, know your bees, right? So it's got a picture of a honeybee. It's got a picture of a bumblebee. It's like honeybee, bumblebee. Then it's got a picture of a wasp. And next to it says cunt with wings. Right? So there's different types of bees. That's what I'm trying to say.
So
Gemma.
there's two different types of bees,
Yeah, but
because
wasp
bees and
isn't a
wasps
bee.
are
Do you want me
separate
to get up
entities.
the different types of bees?
Yeah, but
Alright, go on then,
wasp
motherfucker.
Yeah,
Do
but
it.
wasp isn't a bee.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
What's the point of the picture?
Yeah, exactly. There's two types of bees. So what?
Different
Your point?
species of bee.
Who gives a fuck?
And then there's just going to be a link saying you're a fucking idiot.
Different
There's gonna be
species of
thousands
bees.
of subspecies.
yeah.
The honeybee, the bumblebee, the mesa bee, the carpenter bee,
I reckon-
mining bees.
I reckon they all pollinate.
Yeah, exactly. That's what.
Right,
Go-
Here we go. Different
Bosh!
types of bees in the UK, just to kind of narrow it down that
Yeah,
bit
but like
more.
they all pollinate. You know.
So you've got
Yeah,
the
exactly.
common carder bee, the honeybee, the red-tailed bumblebee, the white-tailed bumblebee, early
Are
bumblebee,
you gonna listen?
What is this
garden
stuff I'm hearing?
the tree bee, the leaf cutter bee, the red mason bee, the tawny mining bee, and the ivy bee.
There you
know-
go,
do
kids.
you-
You've learned something.
Do
on this
you know?
podcast.
Do you know what I find sad about that? That you know that there are multiple types of bees.
Yeah, because
Like,
I'm not a
why
fucking
does anyone
retard.
care? What?
Because some
Bees
bees
do the
look
same
like cunts.
Bees do the exact same thing.
The
They
best
go,
bee is the
I'm going to go
bumblebee."
from this flower. I'm going to take all the pollen from that and
they
pass it to
don't.
this flower
No, they
and
don't.
make little flower babies.
What is this primary school education argument? There is so many different types of bees who
They
do
basically
different
all
things.
do the same job.
They do
Yeah,
different
exactly. They
things.
pollinate.
They do
Pollinate.
different
Who gives a
things.
shit?
They do different things.
They do
Anyway,
different things. I don't
Do
give
all
a
the bees
damn.
pollinate? Is part of their job's pollination?
Not all bees, no.
Yes.
90% of them.
Not all bees.
Not all bees.
But then
All
there's
right.
that 10% in there.
There's that 10%. I don't care,
That
mate.
10%
I'm going
are
for the
wasps.
majority, fam. I'm going for
I'm
the
not.
majority.
It's
I'm
a
not.
democracy. The majority vote wins. And you, my
Bees
friend-
don't vote. What are you talking about votes
Yeah, but there's
for?
90% of bees that
What?
pollinate. Therefore, majority vote, they pretty much all pollinate.
That's not how it
Point
works.
proven.
That's not how it works.
Why are
That's
we
a-
arguing about this?
That's like saying the Conservatives win the vote. Therefore,
'Cause this
everyone
guy
who
was
voted is
adamant to
Conservative.
try and put
They
a
did. Everyone that voted Conservatives is
No,
Conservative.
what about in the general vote?
No, but you just said anybody that votes
No,
Conservative
no.
is
I
Conservative.
said 60% people vote
They
Conservative.
are all neo-Nazis.
Suck the dick! Right.
We are conservative for death to the Jews.
I'm not conservative.
Hashtag Labour.
I'm not conservative, and no death to any Jews apart
Bro,
from the ones that are cunts.
Talking about politics, who do you think's going to win, May or Corbyn?
Conservatives are going to win.
May is going to win by a lot.
Conservatives-
Farage, Farage.
The fact that UKIP
Yeah,
are no
imagine if
more-
Farage got put into
Farage,
office.
No. I read this morning that
Oh, fuck
UKIP
me, I
aren't.
read something.
UKIP don't exist anymore. They banded with Conservatives. Because think about this: UKIP
So if you
voted
vote
to
Conservatives, you're technically voting
UKIP voted to push out of the EU, right? Conservative also voted, so now UKIP are banned into the Conservatives. They don't exist anymore.
Yeah, but,
as a political voting party,
So now
they're part of the Conservatives.
Well,
Conservatives.
But what,
I read that
I can't
earlier.
remember who said it, but
It was a fanboy
if,
post from Hassan.
if Corbyn wins, if Jeremy Corbyn wins, they're gonna do like a re-vote of the referendum. the EU referendum.
Corbyn is not going to win. There is no chance.
Yeah, no, I don't see him winning. I like him. Don't get me wrong. I do like him.
I can't stand him.
I think he's all right.
You see, I don't want Offload to get political.
See,
socialism does not work.
Honestly, I still don't understand. Yeah, like I think we're America's kind of lackey. You know what I mean? When America says something, we back them up. We're like, yeah, lad. Even though they fucked us up,
because America is they're pricks.
But
in terms of not all Americans, American
wait.
American government / politics.
Let me make my point.
Yeah, but that's
Right?
because all
We're
politicians
their
are
lackeys,
pricks. All
but yet
politicians are pricks.
Apart from BNP, no, they're
marijuana
pricks,
is
so
still
they're the biggest
illegal
pricks.
in this country.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
is.
understand that. I don't understand. Honestly,
Coming from a true pothead himself.
well, you know, it's debatable. Allegedly.
The amount of work it will take to tax that shit.
No, man,
No,
because
do you know what?
we'd be making so much profit. We'd be making so much. Literally, someone did all the calculations, and due to statistics, we'd be
The
making
country
at
would make
least like
so much money.
yeah, we'd be making
yeah.
like £10 million
but
at least profit.
but the difference is they can't tax all of it because you can grow weed basically in your back garden. They can't tax that shit, and that's why they keep it illegal.
But the thing is, if they decide to,
No,
to make marijuana,
that isn't why they make it
if
illegal.
they decide to make marijuana
that's why they
legal,
keep it.
right? If they decide to make marijuana legal and tax it, then all the drug dealers who then deal in marijuana aren't going to
not
make their
technically-
money anymore.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
what are they going to move on to? They're going to
I don't know.
move on to
The
cocaine,
government's
heroin.
getting that money.
Yeah. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
but
The
it's still
government's going
going
to
to be
get that
drug
money.
dealers. They're just
But the
gonna be
drug
like, I ain't
dealers,
got no weed
the
left.
drug dealers who don't have a job and make their money selling weed,
the blokes
aren't going to
up the
have a
road.
job anymore.
Yeah,
So
but
what are they
exactly,
going to move on to?
But they're
You
going
concerned about
to get
unemployed
caught
drug
out.
dealers?
Yes.
No.
It's lowering the. It's improving the.
No, I'm not complaining about drug dealers.
But I want to ask you this question:
Yeah,
how
it's
many
fucking
people smoke
unemployment
weed in this
rate.
country? I would say
millions.
yeah, millions.
But the thing is-
how many people
Well, otherwise
do
it's just an
heroin and
argument between
cocaine
us.
in this country?
A percentage between them is completely different, yeah. But the thing is if you make marijuana legal, I'm not saying anything against making marijuana legal. In fact, I kind of.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
You're on,
He is
yeah.
also
But-
a stoner.
But the thing is, if the drug
Bad
dealers,
nation.
it's
How is it the half caste?
it's in the
Not the one
concerns.
talking about the weed.
Yeah, I know, man.
It's in the concerns of the drug dealers.
That's
because
insane.
If they stop dealing marijuana because it's legal and they lose money out of it, they're going to then turn to, oh shit, I've just lost my money making method. But guess what? Cocaine, heroin, they're still illegal. People are going to look for people to buy that. Let's move on to that. So then a percentage of people dealing cocaine and heroin are
They
going to go
turn
up.
from drug dealers to pharmacists.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that's going to go up. The percentage is going to go up.
Hey, you want some paracetamol?
Here's my argument. Yeah, the people that smoke marijuana, they're not all stupid.
I'm
You
not
know what I
saying
mean?
that.
I don't know. You're not
But-
making a very good idea.
But
like,
the people that
role
smoke
model,
heroin, cocaine, all that stuff, they're fucking idiots.
Which
They don't know
means
what they're doing. They're gonna
happily
get
buy-
caught.
They're happily going to buy from people.
No, they're gonna get.
there you go.
Yeah,
you heard
but
it here, folks. If you take heroin, cocaine, or anything like that, you're a fucking idiot. Quote
Exactly.
Jared.
Well,
Exactly.
no, that's a quote for everyone.
Yeah,
Everyone.
Yeah.
If you take those kinds of drugs, you are a fucking idiot.
No, I understand if people are worried about consistently smoking weed because at the end of the day, it does fuck with your head. But that's what I mean. You got
Yeah,
to
but
find
that's
you got to find the right amount. You know, maybe
No, but
smoke
it
for like
doesn't
2
fuck with your
weeks.
head, like, it doesn't make any long-term effects though. It doesn't
No.
actually
If
fuck
you
you.
if your brain isn't fully developed, so let's say you're like our age
Munchkin.
and you smoke it like every day, our brains ain't fully
No,
developed.
I
yet.
get that, but like afterwards, in terms of the actual effect of marijuana, not on us,
Yeah.
shut up. Not on us, but like on the actual effect of marijuana itself, is it doesn't actually fuck your brain.
No,
Obviously,
it's not a long-term effect.
if you're fully developed,
Mm.
then you're
Hey!
fuck off.
Then Jason isn't interested in you.
Shout out to them 10-year-olds sliding into Jason's DMs.
Throwback! Clap back!
If you were under the age of 18,
Kill yourself.
inbox me, I'll forward you his number.
Right, Thames Valley Police, Jason is not a paedophile.
Wait, wasn't it
18-year-olds.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, it was! Yeah, it was, but I'm not going to out him on the show.
No, don't out him, but what are you on about? I know who you're on about, but what do you mean? What, making him? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what
the
I'm
one
talking
that
about.
made that known.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I know what you're. I thought you meant something different. Yeah.
No.
I basically pulled out.
I pulled a rabbit out of my ass.
No,
I pulled a rabbit out my butthole and named it Carrot Top.
A paedophile because he was, let's be honest, a paedophile.
Mm.
And from here to like Maidenhead,
Yeah, no, there
I had my
was there was
relatives.
this dickhead in our school.
Thanks, Jason, for narrowing it down. We were kind of trying to avoid
Yeah,
that
we're keeping it
situation.
broad.
I don't give a fuck.
But point being is,
Come at me, dude.
after this, he decided to try and screw me over, so I screwed him over, and
Right, out him as
proved
a paedophile.
by proving to the school, now that he's mentioned it, and the police, that funnily enough, this guy is technically, because of some reasons of an underage person, is a paedophile. And funnily enough, within about 2 days, that news actually got to Maidenhead and that, because I have relatives in Maidenhead, and they were sat there like, aren't you like, didn't you have an argument, or I heard you had an argument with so-and-so that's apparently a paedophile. So long story short, yeah, we outed a paedophile in our school.
Have any of you
I
seen the
did anyway.
IT Crowd episode when the guy's
I've
name
seen
is Peter File?
Peter File.
Yeah. Who's a paedophile? No, his name is Peter File.
In the middle of the airport.
Wait, who's a paedophile? Yeah, I'm Peter File. I'm Peter File. He didn't say paedophile.
His name is Peter.
I love
File.
Douglas Renham. That guy is the greatest character ever created of all
the best.
time.
Douglas is the son, right?
Yeah.
It's Matt Berry, yeah. He's
Denham
Whether you're
Renham.
walking,
Denham
fuck
Renham
off.
and Douglas Renham.
And there's bedrooms and stuff.
It's British humour in a nutshell. IT Crowd and Peep Show, in recent years, are some of the best ones. As well as In-Betweeners.
In between this is good if you are like.
That's why In-Betweeners, if you're a young age, then you understand it.
Yeah.
But
Bus wanker!
But
If you
Peep
listen
Show
to it now,
and
you're
Peep
kind of
Show
like,
and IT Crowd are like timeless. Same as like Only Fools and Horses. You can watch it anytime.
Only
you
Fools and
fucking laugh
Horses
at it.
is one of the best TV shows.
But it was
ever.
voted the best British sitcom in the past like 50
There you
years.
go.
So.
It is.
Fair
That's it.
By
That's it.
far, Only Fools and Horses is the best.
Yeah, no, it's fucking class, dude.
But modern Peep
Only
Show and
Fools
IT Crowd are
Horses
fucking
is like,
fantastic.
Only Fools and Horses is like the Friends of Britain.
Yeah.
It's just the kind of shit that you can watch over and over again. You watch every episode. It's just fucking
I
awesome.
I don't really know what the IT Crowd is like in like an American term. Because IT Crowd, in my opinion, is one of the best like British
Crowd's
comedies
fantastic.
to watch. Yeah.
I love
I
it.
think-
I love that shit. Apart from
I
the
used
finale
to.
they brought out years after, that was a bit
No.
naff. That's a bit naff.
I haven't watched the finale.
But
I heard bad things about it. And I
by
don't know.
far, the best episode of IT Crowd is still when
Alistair, I'm not a
No,
window
even that,
cleaner.
it's still when Moss whacks his head, and he's like
I've seen
fucking,
that.
he's like sending the email about a fucking imminent fire.
Oh
and
yeah.
he puts the
Nah,
puts the
nah.
fire in front of it. He's like, no,
Fire.
screensaver.
That ain't the best episode when Douglas has sex with the transgender man and then he's sitting there at the end of the episode like it's not the same and he breaks down. That is amazing. I love
did
him.
really
When they
used
go to
like
that
the
restaurant
IT
and start
Crowd,
eating
and I'd
invisible
watch
shit.
I'd watch it all the time. But I've tried watching it recently, and I just don't find what I found funny anymore.
I always do. IT Crowd and Peep Show I can watch over and
But
over
that's just
again.
because my comedy's
For
gone
non-serve.
even
That's
darker.
insane.
But I'm more like Frankie Boyle now.
I love
So
Frankie.
because
Oh,
I've gone over to
Frankie
Boyle, whenever I like watch stuff that's like comedy stuff that's like light comedy and all that lot now, I don't know. It's not like it's still a brilliant show. I just don't find what I found funny anymore.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Like I recently went through Peep Show again. Like, in the past.
I recently went through
In part of like last 3 months,
The wedding when
I
he
went-
pisses himself.
pisses himself on the balcony.
Yeah, and he
But now
starts
Peep
tripping
Show
through.
again, and I'll tell you what, it's one of the best shit. It's some of the best shit. Not fucking Super Hands is fantastic.
This cracks a bit more.
It's going a bit moreish, isn't it? Oh, it's fantastic.
Well,
Hitler promised not to invade Czechoslovakia, Jeremy, but this is the real world.
so there you go with them.
Yeah.
It started as British summertime.
Now we're talking about British television
Now
again.
we're talking about British
It's
television.
pretty much just British in general, this
Yeah.
episode. Like just like last episode,
Just like last.
it is very much British centred.
This
Has anyone
this
ever
is
heard of
Brit-
horseshoe theory?
This is Britain Part 2.
Pretty much what it is, actually. Yeah, we moved on to British television, to British weather, to chatting shit about British politics
And then British drugs.
to now British drugs.
British
and
drug- Yeah, like that drugs in Britain and that lot.
yeah, come on, you won't find heroin in America. Solely British. And then to British television a bit more, but the good side of British television.
Yeah, not
Compared
the
to
shit
the-
side
compared
like
to the-
last time.
I do want Condone Me regularly just to find out.
Just because you're a fucking gay.
Now, have you seen that episode of Condone Me where the bloke's
No.
like, the bloke, right, he was hosting. The bloke was hosting last, yeah. So obviously he had to read out who won and everything like that. And he kind of unraveled it. He was like, "Oh, you're joking, aren't you?" And everyone's like, "Kind of what?" And because he got voted fourth because obviously his food was shit and he had basically no
I
entertainment.
see.
I think I've
And
heard
he's
this
like,
one.
I invited you lot into my house and you purposely voted me down so you could win. And they were just sitting like, what's going on? He's like, nah, this isn't happening. This isn't happening. Everyone can get out of my house. Everyone can
I
get
saw
out
that
of my
on
house.
Facebook.
And I was like, what? Like, they voted you
He's
out
like-
because your food was subpar and you basically had no entertainment. Don't get salty about it because you lost. It's only £250 prize.
Mm.
So,
To be fair,
wait,
on the
actually,
good-
no, I think it might be £1,000. But still,
We had the same issue last time.
yeah,
didn't we?
yeah. But still, I think it might be £1,000. But even then, like, don't get salty because you lost. Because all in all, you still had free food from a stranger, whether it was good or whether it was slightly subpar. You still went to their house. They kind of done all that shit for you. They gave you the food. You did the same. Yours just wasn't as good. Just deal with it. But
There you go.
anyway, yeah.
Well, perfect time to end as Jared has just come back from the shitter.
Yeah.
I dropped a fat
Couple
poo.
things to shut the fuck
Hold
up.
up, hold up.
Very,
Hold up.
very heinous blob.
Couple things to mention before we leave. We just launched our. Actually, do you want to tell them or
No.
Well, we're still working on that.
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
if
All right.
We've just
well,
launched
well,
Apollo 16.
Yeah, no.
it reaches the moon, we'll tell you about it. But there's
Yeah.
no high hopes.
It is
It
affectionately
might-
called the cock rocket.
It might get sucked into Rosie O'Donnell's asshole, but we will never know. We'll never
Okay.
know. But
Okay.
if we lose transmissions, we'll update you.
All right, sure. We're
The
working.
mountain
We're
of
working
Earth.
on something. You know, follow us on Facebook, and you'll see when we're finished.
Yeah.
By the way, our Facebook page has recently reached 100 likes.
Shit, yeah, I was about to mention that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we reached it last week, about Tuesday time. But yeah, we've actually hit 100 likes on our Facebook. which
Shout
is
out to
pretty
all our
decent.
followers. We love you.
Which, to be fair,
Shout
considering-
out to Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
landed on the
everyone
moon.
knows,
You
everyone
swag
knows you
lord.
landed first.
You
Don't worry about it. Don't
You
worry
left your
about
mark
rocket
on the moon.
you.
Anyway,
it. We type.
Well,
Don't worry
yeah,
about it.
A nice little thing about that. Because when we did it 2 years ago, we had like 20. 20 was like our
90.
bench-
We actually had 19.
There you go.
We had 19
So,
for about a year and a half.
20 was our benchmark, but then to be fair, we didn't really try that hard. And now that 100 doesn't sound like anything, but considering that we're,
With 4 guys.
we're 4 guys,
and we're broadcasting.
Hey.
Ah!
We do this for
You
fun.
said the name.
And you know,
credits.
everybody's got to start somewhere. We all do really appreciate the 100 likes. It does give us, I'd say, the motivation to keep going. Do you know what I mean? If you don't get those likes, then you're just like, I do like doing it.
vodka gives me the motivation, but this is a secondary
but
motivation.
yeah, it kind of
It's still up there.
it keeps us like, it makes us feel good when we see that we have got the likes, which means we are doing something somewhat right. Do you know what I mean? And we appreciate the likes.
Yeah, we did.
I think-
Other thing to mention is
Bitch on a pension. Suck my dog.
we made
Sick of somebody.
Fuck is a man? He suck my dick.
anyway as I
Oh, the
mentioned.
fuck you, man. Sorry.
Fuck.
Anyway, Jason. All right, Jason.
Yeah, sorry.
As I mentioned, as we mentioned last time, I believe
Try to mention.
we recently launched a Patreon. Let's
Yes.
say if you like our content and want to see more of it, subscribe. If you don't, then
To be
how
fair-
the hell do you get this far?
Even there's an option for a quid. Even a quid, it still goes towards it. You know
You
what I mean?
see, I would suggest if you ever to donate, don't go overboard. Just
Just don't know what you feel's right. Obviously, the minimum's a
yeah,
pound.
just
Like a pound a month's nothing. Right.
but it's,
Yeah.
12
like,
quid a
make
year.
sure it's the kind of money that if it fell out your pocket, you wouldn't notice.
like pennies in a co-op. So if you reach in to get your wallet and a penny falls out your pocket in a co-op, you're like, nah, it's all right. So like £1, £12 a year, sorted.
Yeah.
Don't worry about
But yeah,
It's something small. It to us at the moment, even if it is something that small, it's not the getting the money that's the aspect. It's the fact that someone likes
cares.
the content enough to help us towards it. And that money that, if we do save it up and we get a decent amount, that is going to go towards, like...
Yeah, it goes towards the
better
project.
equipment, everything to do with the podcast. We
And
don't spend
we will
that shit on
be-
ourselves.
And we will be releasing Patreon-only content as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you get behind
Yeah,
the scenes.
if you check out the Patreon account, if you check out the Patreon website, Tom's put up a bunch of stuff that is going to be Patreon.
You pretty much get behind
exclusives.
behind the scenes. If you go far enough with it, you get it early. Like obviously everyone gets it every Sunday, but you end up probably getting it by like a Friday. To be fair, I'd say the Patreon will release it on a Friday evening, so you'll get it like a whole weekend before everyone else. You'll end up getting special only content just for you guys. So you know what I mean? You get something for your money.
Everybody has to start from the bottom, and this is what we're doing. We at the moment, we're building up. I think this is the hardest part. You know what I mean? It's hard to get famous. Well, not famous, but it's hard to get well known.
Recognised.
When I grow up, I want to
It's just we're at that point of we're still trying to get recognised, and any support from any of you guys, even if it's like Tom said, like a quid or a follow or a shout out.
A quid if you're foreign. A quid is £1
Is one.
Yeah.
All right, thank
Or
you, Mr.
equivalent.
Official.
But the point being is, just stuff like that. It gives us that push. It helps us let us know that we are doing something right. Just the shout outs on Facebook, shares, just any interaction on the Facebook page just lets us know that you guys like the content and helps us get recognised.
Also, once again, I'd say check out Mospeller. Like I said, we're not getting paid to say this. Like the owner of the company is a friend of mine, and let's say we will have the link in the description. Let's say give it a look if you go.
Yeah, just have a look if you're going abroad, because I gave it a good look. And to be fair, I'm not going abroad yet, but if I was, I would look into something like that, because when you have shit like, it's just something else that you don't.
Yeah, my only holiday plan this year is in fucking Birmingham.
But
now I'm going to Portugal at some point.
The fact of the matter is, literally, if you go on holiday in a nice hot country which does have mosquitoes, if you're going to get bitten, obviously you're fucking focusing on scratching your bites more than you're doing anything else. So really, to kind of prevent that, you're kind of wanting to get anything. And to be fair, for a nice cheap variant, you're probably better getting 15
Cover the whole
for like
family.
£10.
Cover the whole family.
And to be fair, you don't even have to. Once you put it on, you don't even have to try. Do you know what I mean? Once you got the repellent spray, you have to spray it on. Think about when you have to spray it again and all that lot. But put it on in the morning. You forget about it until you take it off at night, and that's as simple as it gets.
Anyway, I think that's enough selling out, cuz.
Yeah.
For this week.
Yeah, and we will be. Yeah, we'll look forward to getting your guys' feedbacks, let us know how you think we're doing. If you have any suggestions, like a shout out to our good friend Manjot, who gave us the
Manjot. Yeah, the last week's
afterwards.
episode was actually solely based on Manjot's ideas.
Yeah.
So
shout out to Manjot personally.
That was an interesting idea. I respect it.
So shout out to Manjot for that
shout out
idea.
to Manjot
Also,
personally. She 2 years ago as well, when we were first starting this up, she gave us a massive help. She was sat behind us.
Yeah, Manjot pretty much watched every episode.
Yeah.
She would give feedback on every episode, because pretty much when we were in sixth form, she was with us. So she gave feedback on every episode, gave us ideas to go on. So pretty much Manjot's been there from like the start.
Yeah, she was there when we had 3 listeners. She was like the first one. She helped with the planning, and well, if you're still listening now, Manjot.
I know she is. I saw her the other day. I know she is.
There you go. We love you, Manjot. Special shout out this episode. Dedicate to my G Manjot, because to be perfectly honest, if I know we restarted 2 years before. I know we restarted 2 years later, now, but the original Four Guys broadcast with 3 of us.
OG.
We wouldn't have carried on. It wouldn't have been what it was if it wasn't for your help. So shout out to Manjot. Get back to us when you can. Give us a shout on the Facebook.
Give a shout in a group or message any one of us individually. Obviously, not Jared, because you don't know who the fuck Jared is, but
Jared is the mysterious man who was entered.
Yes, I'm the mysterious stranger from Full Love 3.
Just give us a
He's
shout.
sick,
It'd be nice.
I love that
It'd be
shit.
nice to have a conversation on that.
shout
Shout out to Manjot. And I think that takes off
That's
everything.
pretty much it. We've mentioned,
See the Fall of Vegas,
also,
Oh, wait,
mysterious
if any of you are going to the Insomnia Festival in August this year, I know
shit, yeah. Some
me
of us will
and
be here.
Me and Tom will definitely be there.
Oh, I'm coming.
Yeah, and Charlie.
Well,
Okay, I didn't
are you
know if
coming?
you were coming on there.
How much is it?
So, I don't
We'll
know.
talk off camera about
I
it.
don't know. It hasn't been released yet.
Long
Less
story
than
short,
100
we-
quid
obviously, we're not
for the event.
we're not going there obviously as a thing, like as a guest, like as a thing.
We're not going there as Four Guys
Because-
Broadcast.
yeah.
We're going there as
We're going
individual
as
people.
us mates because obviously we're not that well known. But if you happened, like Jason said,
Definitely go.
it's a
in
good
there.
shout.
We'll do a fan meet up. You know, maybe
If everyone's
any of
arriving.
you, if any of you are going,
Just out of pure
Um,
potluck.
We'll go, we'll have a few drinks, we'll scour the area together.
Imagine if the
Sorts of
Russians
stupid
showed up.
Oh, that'd be brilliant.
Yes, we drink tonight,
Oh,
friends.
so complete.
Well, we'll probably have like
Or
you know,
bitch.
we'll probably have like hoodies or something like that. You'll know
Yeah,
that
we'll
it's
wreck the
us.
merch. We'll wreck the merch.
Yeah, we'll
don't
wreck the
worry.
merch. If you happen
Well,
to,
we'll do a face reveal before that on the page as well. so-
yeah, we'll do a reveal. But the thing is, though, like Jason said, it's a good shout. If you do happen to come to Insomnia this year and you happen to be listening, if you do find us around, just come and give us a shout. You know, like show face, say hello. It'd be nice to talk to some of the people that listen. And to be fair, even off camera, we're a good laugh, and it'd be nice to get in, like interact
Well,
with people.
not to big ourselves up, but we're a good laugh.
Yeah, we are a good laugh.
I'm the best laugh.
But he's
Jared's
not
the
coming.
best. To be fair, I would say Jared is the best laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
I'm too personal with these guys.
He's the only funny one.
I feel like I have a conversation with Jared, I'll laugh. If I have a conversation with Charlie, it'll end up with some deep, passionate fucking. No, but
With
anyway.
cock and ass.
My cock in his ass.
But anyway,
On that delightful note, I've been Charlie.
I've been Jared.
I've been Jason.
and I've been Jared.
Tom.
Tom.
He's been
I've
pissed.
been
You
Tom.
motherfucker.
We'll see you next-
I've been a
we'll
few
s-
two vodkas.
Yeah, we'll definitely see you next
We'll
week.
see you next week.